about you, or it's basically a digital footprint, and you can prevent yourself from having a digital footprint, and you can reduce your digital footprint as well. But if you go into the real world and someone doesn't like you and finds out some information, they can then harm your digital footprint. So I was conscious about that. But then after JC, then Bot, Crashly, Ian, and then wasn't really asked then about it, to be honest. Just thought, well, if you know my name, or you know something about me in real life, it is what it is. It's different, isn't it? Shit. Did I just miss a sub? Who subbed then, guys? What's up, guy? Call me Kaz. My real name's too long. So. Sammy, thank you. Thanks to who subscribed as well. I'll check after this. But I did see the gold thing come up, and then before I finished what I was saying, it went, and I didn't read it. I struggled to multitask. Bonnie, thank you. How's it going? Met Bonnie as well. Didn't see Gracie. No. I heard that she was shouting stuff. I didn't hear it, but I heard later on that she was shouting stuff. But I don't know what. I expected more people to shout stuff, because my perception of people who go live or do content creation is that they always want the attention. If there's a room where someone else is getting the attention, my perception of it was that they would always want the light to be on them, which is totally not right. That is not correct that happens. Natasha, thank you so much for the subscription. Big up, Natasha. Yeah, I thought it'd just be loads of people just wanting the attention all the time, but it's not like that at all. Obviously there is a couple, as you've seen, but yeah. Ash, probably, to be fair, I'd say they are the best. Veritas with the sub, thank you so much. What the heck? Big up Veritas. I'd say the people that I met there were the best or nicest people I've ever met. When you go through life, you always meet people, unless that you've been friends with them for ages. When you start hanging around different people or whatever, there's always like either hints of jealousy or hints of, I don't know, or you're just a friend of a friend, or you don't fit in, or they don't fit in, or there's always something. But with that, I don't know, it's sick, man. In a cringy sort of way, it's like meeting extended family. It's that sort of feeling. It's not like meeting people that you've never met before. It's like, I don't know, you get so zapped into the app, and you already know most of the things that you would want to know about these people, or all the good points. So when you do meet them, it's like you've never not met them. Someone just sent me a window. What the heck? Jade, thank you so much. Pick up Jade. Dawny. Yeah, Dan's nice. Dan's a very nice guy. And humble. You got to think as well, like Dan, in real life, Dan could, not that being arrogant's nice, but he could be as arrogant or whatever as he wanted to be. Or if he was arrogant, I don't know, it's sort of, an earned arrogancy, isn't it, really? If you're around people who do the same thing as you and you're at the top of the game, it's sort of like an earned arrogance if you had it. Sounds a bit mad, but no one would be thinking like, oh, why is he arrogant? Because it's evident why he would be, but he's like the complete opposite, man. He's a nice guy, man. Don't know, I don't have any bad things to say about anyone. Seen James Ozzy for like a minute, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I was sat on the balcony or stood at the balcony for ages, and then I heard there was a bar and I hadn't been to the bar, so I ventured downstairs to see what the bar was like. On my trip to the bar, halfway I bumped into Ghost. I think Ghost co-owned the event, or I don't know the Tommy and Ghost, how that works, but I think Ghost co-owned the event. And then I walked with Ghost to it. Ghost is a really nice guy. From the same place. How mad's that? We have a connection. And then walked near the bar, seen BK was there. He's a really nice guy. Sammy V was there. Nice guy. Ashley Judo, very nice guy too. When I met BK and Sammy V, what's it called now? That Alfie was literally like a maximum of 10 yards away. So I'm stood here. Say you're BK now, or you're Sammy V. Alright, how's it going? Oh, minute, you're bigger in real life. This me saying, fucking hell, the size of you. Like that, fucking wide. And then, to the right, like 10 yards was Alfie. And he didn't see me then. Or he tactically didn't see me then because I was stood next to BK. I think that could have been the one. Because there's no way. You see things in the corner of your eye, don't you? No one's... Well, some people do have tunnel vision, but... not like that. I think he seen his chance. Yeah, don't let the camera fool you though, guys. Like, BK's massive, man. Quasi. Mordor all over again. What the heck? Met Dave, yeah. Met Dave Durand. Dave Durand is a nice guy. A lot smaller in real life. I was like that. Alright, Dave. How's it going? Dead slim now as well. Like an athlete. Like a sleek. Yeah, sleek. That's the right word. Sleek athlete. No podgy tummy or anything. Fred's come. Met Fred. Fred's a nice guy. Very nice guy. Yeah, Dave though. Dave, I don't know how tall he is, but I thought he'd be taller. Not that it's anything against him, but a lot of people, like JC's tall and big. I didn't expect JC to be that tall. I felt like I was looking up at JC, but then I asked him how tall he is, and he said 6'3". And I was thinking, what the fuck? How are you 6'3"? But it might have been like I don't know, it might have had thicker trainers on or something. Trying to find an excuse here, but yeah, JC's big. Dan's obviously tall. You think if you stand in a normal lift, there's normally a considerable distance between you and the ceiling of the lift. Like, it's never an issue, is it? When you get in a lift, there's normally like these little spotlight things in it, or a mirror, and there's normally about that much gap. When Dan's in a lift, like, he is the lift. There's a connection. Nice to meet you too, man. There's a connection between the top of Dan's head and the top of a lift, which is mad. Like, he's the tallest guy I've ever seen in my life. Tallest guy. Ashley Judo is I don't want to call anyone small. He's quite short, but that being said, doesn't really mean anything, does it? Doesn't mean anything if you're short. If you're short and loudmouthed, then, and you're just an average person, it's a bit like, oh, you've got like short man syndrome or something. But with Ashley, it's like, all right, you're an Olympian, and to be fair, don't really want to be on the wrong side of that. Neela, thank you. Sorry for missing one, guys. Dyson, thank you. Dan's 6'7". Yeah, Ross P as well, actually. If you watch Dan's lives, Ross P is one of Dan's mates. One of my mates too. But yeah, he's the one who prevented Alfie from sinking one of his racked fists into my gelatine-ridden face, which would have potentially hampered any future endeavours with Dior or Gucci or, I don't know, Amiri, possibly, on the modelling scene. So that was good. Big up Ross P. Did sick. Big up everyone, man. David Gandhi. I didn't realise other people had the surname Gandhi apart from that guy who... I don't even know what the real Gandhi did. Yeah, big up Ross for shaving the jawline. That would have been bad, actually. For saving the jawline. Big up Ross. Ross coming in clutch. Alfie was walking like the Terminator. Let me explain what happened again. When people get in the hands wrapped, how do you explain this? The balcony was in the middle. So it was in the middle. Say it's like a football pitch. We was on the halfway line. So the ring was there, and then to the left is where they walk out, and to the right's the exit for everyone else. Or the entrance. Depends which way you're coming. Could have a joke for that, don't want to get banned. So on the left, in the corner, is where they were getting hands wrapped. And Alfie was getting his hands wrapped, and he was staring at Dan when Dan was just stood in like where you... I can't get... Sorry, a bit hungover. Dan was just stood watching the fights and stuff. I think he was antagonising Alfie a bit when he was getting his hands wrapped. And I can't remember what Dan did properly, but he did something like that to Alfie. He went like wild like that and pointed up, and I was above Dan in the balcony thing. and that was when Alfie's head left the building. Oh, who does subbed again? Pat, thank you so much for the sub. Muchos aprecianos. Really appreciate it, Pat. Big up. Yeah. Then Alfie's attention went from Dan to like me, and I moved back then to like the middle, so the centre. So I was like bang on with the ring, and for like 5 minutes of Alfie having his hands wrapped, he was like looking up, like just staring. And then as soon as his hands were wrapped, he got up, and then the Terminator walked, boom, boom, to the exit, and then up the stairs. Don't know why well, I guess the security didn't know. Up the stairs, like literally, it's like a Pac-Man. It's like watching Pac-Man a bit when he was coming, because he went whoop, 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 and come straight towards me, and then he wasn't blinking, which I thought was a bit psychotic. And then Ross, I was leaning on the little pole thing. Not a pole, actually, that's weird. Little armrest thing. To the right of me was Ross, and he was coming from the right. And yeah, as soon as he got within like 10 or 15 foot of me, Ross like stood in front of me, and then grabbed Alfie by the arms there, and Alfie was trying to like wriggle out of it, but Ross just had him. Ross is like some unit man. Ross had him like that, and I couldn't hear what Alfie was saying, but I'm sure he's saying something about bigging up Smokes or something. I'm guessing big up Smokes, I think he said. There's nothing wrong with what I did. Yeah, and that lasted like maybe 30 seconds of him trying to get out of Ross's arm lock, and then the security guy come and grabbed him, and then he got louder, and then when they went downstairs, because he got put downstairs, and then I heard that it was just kicking off down there, like a couple of people were trying to get up to get me. So yeah, that was great. And then after the altercation, you could see him like near the ring going off on one with Ghost. I'm pretty sure he was saying that he's not going to fight, or something along those lines. And then yeah, I stayed for like another 10 or 15 minutes, who knows, maybe 15 minutes max. And then I could see down that he was like, not, when I say crying, I don't mean physically crying, I mean like crying like to Ghost. And I thought like to not jeopardise Dan's fight, because Alfie 100% would have backed out, I think. I couldn't see Alfie fighting and me being stood still where I was. Like in a normal world, that would have been absolutely fine, but I don't know. The way he was acting was just psychotic, man. And I just couldn't see him being in the ring with me in the vision. So I just said, I'm going. I just went, I got an Uber back, stayed with my partner for however many hours it was. Had a tiny nap as well, because I was cream crackered, man. And then went and met everyone later on for drinks. I was thinking, in my head I was like, Alfie's gonna try to run her out and stuff, but then I seen that his face left the chat, didn't it? So Ian Fromage, Lord Ian Fromage, I think he's still in it. FaceTimed me when Dan won. I wasn't expecting it, and then he was like, Dan's won, and then he span it, and then JC was there, going, ah. And then Dan said something like, "Told you I'll protect you." And then you see Alfie's redheads. Wild. It's weird as well when you're walking around, like there's random. When I say random people, I don't mean like generic NPCs. I just mean like random selections of people. We're saying wild or Karmakaz. It's weird. Not weird on their behalf. It's just like a weird feeling when you're dancing on the ceiling. It's also weird because I didn't know. It's hard. Like online, you sort of know who likes you and who doesn't. But offline, it's like, Are you looking at me because of my magnificent quiff? Or are you looking at me because you were trying to locate a region in the back of my head which you want to take out? Miranda with the sub. Thanks so much, Miranda. Big up. Lainey, thanks so much. I want to go to the next one though. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. I'm going to start a petition to get Alfie banned from the next one. I'm going to do loads of content and loads of travelling and vlog my move and all sorts of stuff. Try and get my numbers up like that. And then I'm going to be like, listen, I'm not going if Alfie's there. Tracy, thank you. Danny, thank you. The thing is, I honestly, I don't know much about the guy, but I just feel like... DP with a sub. Thank you so much, DP. Sorry I missed it. Big up. I feel like he causes an issue at every event. I thought I was going to be like antisocial. Not in the like a kicking off with people way, but in like a not fitting in way. I thought that on the build up to it. But then I realised this guy's just not fitting in any environment. Like any communal environment, it's not fitting in. Sheila with the sub. Thank you so much, Sheila. Big up. I'm sure he's kicked off about charity events. He kicks off at the last boxing event. He kicks off at this boxing event. It's like, I'm thinking about it. It's such a good event. And everyone's like on a level there. Everyone's up for meeting other people and probably built rapport with people in a good way online. And then there's always one. I just feel like if he didn't like me or he didn't like the comments I made, which were factual comments by the way, if he didn't like the comments I made, then just avoid each other. Why would you jeopardise? Or why would it turn into like a physical altercation at an event where you're very lucky, let's be honest, to be on the main card? Because it's not come from his work, is it? Like the main card. Why would you jeopardise that? It's not like a first time. It cost. Imagine, just for story's sake, imagine you see me when I first was there. I didn't notice he seen me. And 20 or 30 minutes into the show, he'd come up the stairs and just whacked me. Or just hit me in the wrong place. And something happened to me. That's potentially jeopardising the whole show. Because it's not just a case of, we'll take Karmakaz round the back and get... Not round the back, obviously, not Mordor. Take Karmakaz round the back and call an ambulance. or whatever, like I'm pretty sure like functions get shut down for less. And if police are involved and all that stuff, it's jeopardising people's incomes, isn't it? And what people have trained for and worked hard for, and it's just a high risk move, man. I thought as people grow older, or if you're an adult in a situation, it doesn't have to resort to violence. In a situation, it doesn't have to resort to violence. I stayed at the event, Kaylee, for I don't know how long I was there for. I was there for quite a while. I went with sorry, missing loads of people who I've met. I didn't forget, but I just core memory unlocked. Met Alkay as well. Alkay's very nice. Alkay's very nice. I went to the event with Crashly, Ross, and Alkay in an Uber. And whenever we arrived there, it must have been like 20 to 6, maybe. Possibly. I don't know. That we got there. And then I'm going to take a guess. I think I was there until like 9. I honestly think I was there till 9. It was a long time. There's a few matches on. I know the matches or bouts, whatever you call them, aren't that long, but I was definitely there a long time. I left. I seen Ben's fight. Was Ben's fight actually? I didn't see Ben's fight. I think I went before Ben's fight. I didn't see Gracie. I went one match before Dan's. So however long that is. Seen Pulley's fight, yeah. Yeah, so I left just before Ben's fight. So however long that, I don't know, was that a couple of hours or something? Gracie showed us you on the balcony. Did she? Oh, it's 9. Yeah, there you go, stayed till 9. Facts Freaks comment. What is it? That must have been then. Yeah, that would have been then. Oh, has it? Yeah, follow back. How's it going, mate? But yeah, I may as well talk about it now and then it's done then, isn't it? When I went out later on, it was Crashly, Alkay, Claire. Claire's nice. Dan and Dan's trainer and 2 of Dan's other mates from the real world. And then who did we meet? So many people that just 1 minute someone was there, then they weren't there, and then Lispy was there. Lispy's a really nice guy. Ashley was there. Everyone I'm saying, there's no one who's not nice. So if I don't say nice guy or nice lady next to it, that doesn't mean that I don't think they're not nice. Collectively, everyone's nice. Ashley was there. Elaine, Choli, Dave, Sash, that Phoenix guy. LFC Sonny was there. Harry. Crap, I hate when I start saying things because I can't remember exactly everyone. else was there? There was a lot of people there. Ricky's on one wasn't there now. Fred wasn't there. I met Fred. Fred's a really nice guy, but Fred wasn't there when it was out. Didn't meet Ryan. I seen the back of Ryan's head because he was in the bar. That bar was a danger zone, mate. I am not going into that bar. Like I say, when I went to see what the bar was like, partially when I was watching the boxing, I was thinking, there's a lot of empty seats here. I'm starting to think everyone was in the bar because when I looked in it, it was literally, you have to walk sideways to get through people. There was loads of people in there, and I thought, if I go in there, got home at like 5 or something, or 4:30 to 5 in the morning. What's Sonny like? Yeah, some mad dance moves. He's doing some mad dance moves. Obviously I do that, but I don't think I was comfortable enough to do that. He was doing some mad, weird, same sort of moves he does on his videos in real life. Yeah, and Ashley, did Ashley Judo try and flip you? He didn't try. He didn't flip me, but he didn't try. He showed me what it would have been like if he was trying. I don't want to say he tried to flip me and failed because that's not correct. I felt a lot of pressure on my left foot as he was trying to pull my left foot up. But I 100% understand that if he wanted to do it, he could do it. And I felt like let me off. He's a nice guy. Didn't link up with Hustle though. I was gone by 12. So no linking up with people today. Didn't feel good either, man. Still don't feel that good. But Jody, thank you. Yeah, the security guard flip was well good. I think that I don't know whether Ashley's allowed to fight. I don't know the ins and outs of it because Ashley's like, not to put a down on anyone who was boxing. I don't know how you say it without putting those people down, but Ashley's like I don't want to say professional because it puts those down. Ashley's like the top of his game, and like an Olympian. So I don't think he can just jump in. I don't know though. I don't think he can just jump in the ring with someone who's not getting along with him because the Ashley and that, what's he called? What's that short guy called? Who Ricky was going to fight? Don't know what it's called. Rambo. What a selective name that is. Bet Rambo's sat at home now like this. Rambo's built a legacy up. The real Rambo, obviously, after the movies. That would make more sense than Ricky fighting Rambo, I think. And it would be good. But who am I to say what makes sense and what doesn't? I just think personally it's a tough one because we've done on Alfie. To me, initially that didn't make sense to me, but Dan needs a stepping stone. So Alfie's like a journeyman to Dan on that. Albeit like a really good fight. But Alfie hasn't got any like not got a following, or people are only talking about Alfie now because of Dan. And people were only talking about Alfie for the last 13 weeks because he was fighting Dan. Before that, it was because, I don't know, he kicked off at events, or what's Alfie going to say, or this. It's never been like a positive thing, has it? So I think it's a stepping stone for Dan, wasn't it? But I don't agree with people just coming in for like a payday and stuff, because you can tell. Like, if there's not an actual issue between two people who have some influence, you can really tell, I think. Really tell. You try and think of who would be a good fight who've got issues with each other. The problem is you're always going to have a B-side which is clinging onto A-side's influence. And the A-side doesn't really have that much to gain apart from pride and obviously beating the person, in terms of, I don't know, if B-side wins A-side, then there's a lot more on the line, isn't there? So B-side's probably got it good either way, because they get talked about. And they're going to have ring time. M's versus C. Do you know what? I didn't see any females fighting. I thought there's meant to be a female fight. Angie and Pearl. Nah. That's actually, it goes with what I say. Yeah, I guess so. But the thing is, it's an Angie and Pearl. They're just, no offense to either of them, but they're just like drama side of TikTok, aren't they? So they're not going to sell seats, I don't think. I don't think they're going to sell tickets to the event. They might sell pay-per-view, but even then, the pay-per-view is going to be hampered because the drama side, and the odds are that drama side are going to stream it, like illegally stream the fight anyway. So say you've got 15k people, 10,000 people would probably tune in to see Pearl and Angie fight. Just say that. That doesn't mean that you're going to sell like 1% of the pay-per-view tickets to that audience, because out of them 10,000, I can guarantee 10,000 will be watching on an illegal stream. I seen when I was flicking through my FYP when I was in the Uber on the way back, there was someone streaming it, and it had 7k people watching. And then there's another streaming that like 3 point something k in another one. And I'm thinking like that's, yeah. Alsa Frost would be a good one. I think Alsa Frost versus Cinders would be a good one, but I don't know anything. I'm just going off what I think would be good. I'm going to ban that name. Whoever just put that name in the chat, it's not a problem, but I'm going to ban the name. Made videos. Yeah, these people that talk a lot or do, I've learned, because my mistakes on this app were I'm not going to go through them all. There's a few, but my mistakes stem from FYP, from doing FYP. That's where my mistakes stems from. No, that's where most of my mistakes happened within like that FYP sort of environment. I think that people that do FYP wouldn't turn up to these events. Me being someone who used to do FYP, I don't think if I was still doing it, I would go, because I wouldn't have the friend groups that I have now, so it wouldn't make sense. And you're just waiting for someone to do something to you because at some point you've said something bad about someone, or you said something that may be factual in a situation, but facts. What's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, I'm hungover, man. Saying factual stuff about bad situations puts a negative outlook on the individual, which is getting crucified, basically, obviously, but crucified with facts. Sometimes you say it best when you say nothing at all, don't you? And it doesn't need one person to project what everyone else is thinking, because everyone else can go to an event, can't they, by thinking this person's enabled something or done something wrong. Everyone else can go to that because they just thought it, but the one individual which says it and gets all these in the chat, oh, you're so right, or oh, amazing, when you go to an event or something, it's that individual which is going to have a pint pot around their head, isn't it? Yeah, Ronan. Put Ronan. I'm aching. I've not even thought. Do you know what I'm going to fight? I'm going to fight in 2025 my negative thoughts. That's my goal. I'm going to have a 13-week, the same as everyone has had for the boxing. I'm going to have a 13-week intense training of positive thinking and putting myself out of bad environments. And then I can fight my negative thoughts. Yeah, why is my battery on 1%? Damn. Oh, come on. Charge. Oh, it's charging. Sick. Dan's on the tree. Miranda, thank you. I think if you mind, obviously, yeah, I'm leaving the country next month. So that this was like, if I was ever going to meet multiple people that I'd spoken to or knew of online, it was going to be at this event. Like, the timing was perfect. It's just a shame about the Alfie thing, but it is what it is. That's why I needed to go. I don't have an ego in real life or anything. I'm just a normal person. So I didn't go for like egotistic reasons. I didn't go to cause trouble. Although while I was there, I thought it'd be funny to like take a picture when he was at the balcony. But I don't know, man. Just you miss 100% of the opportunities you don't show up for, don't you? And I had the opportunity there to meet so many people I'd already spoken to online, and people that I wanted to meet. And if I wouldn't have gone, when would it be? In March? If it was March, then I'd have to book a flight, rent a car, rent a Airbnb or a hotel, and it wasn't going to be like a 2-day thing, and it wouldn't have made sense. I would have just hurt the pocket, really, to be honest. So